Harry's legal nightmare. The venerable British monarchy, long revered as a steadfast pillar of tradition and ceremonial continuity, now finds itself embroiled in a scandal of catastrophic proportions. At the epicenter of this unprecedented controversy stands Prince Harry, whose entanglement in an explosive legal investigation has captured the unwavering attention of a distinguished senior judge and ignited a firestorm of public indignation across the United Kingdom and beyond. The judge's scathing rebuke, openly accusing the prince of calculated deception, flagrant abuse of royal privilege, and fundamentally compromised ethical integrity, paints an exceedingly grim forecast for the embattled royal. Consequently, prominent legal scholars and seasoned courtroom analysts are now openly suggesting the once unthinkable: Prince Harry potentially facing incarceration for his actions. The gravity of these circumstances transcends mere legal ramifications, exposing profound and possibly irreparable fracture within the royal family's once unified facade. This development has simultaneously triggered intense scrutiny regarding Meghan Markle's influential role in her husband's controversial decisions and public positioning. What initially commenced as a targeted investigation into potentially unlawful media practices has rapidly metamorphosed into a full-blown constitutional crisis, illuminating possible criminal misconduct by a prince once beloved by the British public. Disturbing allegations suggest Prince Harry deliberately concealed vital evidence and violated binding confidentiality agreements, actions carrying severe legal consequences under British law. Yet this explosive narrative extends far beyond the technical details of courtroom proceedings, delving into the complex psychological dynamics between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, particularly examining how a persuasive influence has dramatically reshaped his trajectory since their momentous withdrawal from official royal responsibilities in early 2020. Throughout this tumultuous period, the Sussex couple have meticulously crafted a compelling public image centered on independence, resistance against established norms, and fearless authenticity. However, this carefully constructed narrative now faces its most formidable challenge yet, severely undermined by escalating legal complications that threaten their very freedom. Vocal critics increasingly assert that Meghan has systematically orchestrated Harry's estrangement from his aristocratic lineage while simultaneously promoting an unnecessarily confrontational stance toward British media outlets and advocating for aggressive legal strategies that have evidently backfired spectacularly. Recently leaked internal memoranda and testimony from confidential palace sources indicate Markle exercised direct and substantial influence in intensifying these legal disputes, despite receiving explicit warnings from seasoned royal advisors regarding potentially disastrous consequences. One senior palace aide, speaking under strict conditions of anonymity, characterized Markle as unyieldingly determined to implement a combative counterattack strategy, even when doing so necessitated distorting established facts and severing long-standing institutional relationships critical to the monarchy's functioning. Multiple reliable sources claimed this confrontational approach significantly influenced Harry's controversial courtroom testimony, directly contributing to his current precarious legal predicament. Financial documentation further complicates this troubling scenario, revealing Markle maintained unauthorized access to privileged legal briefings and actively participated in strategic decision-making processes without holding any recognized official position within the legal representation team. Such unprecedented involvement from an individual outside royal lineage represents a shocking breach of protocol and is widely regarded as profoundly inappropriate, particularly considering the delicate constitutional sensitivities surrounding royal conduct during formal judicial proceedings. The presiding judge delivered an exceptionally blistering critique, emphasizing that Harry's documented actions fundamentally undermine foundational principles of judicial fairness and procedural transparency essential to British democracy. Such extraordinarily harsh condemnation directed toward a member of the royal family remains virtually unprecedented in modern British history, and has been interpreted by legal experts as potentially escalating toward criminal charges or formal contempt of court proceedings with serious consequences. Sir Jonathan Hales, a universally respected authority in British constitutional law, articulated the situation with sobering clarity. This controversy has indisputably transcended the boundaries of civil disagreement. It now verges perilously close to prosecutable criminal misconduct under multiple statutes. The unmistakable implication resonates throughout British society. Harry's documented behaviors risk placing him on a dangerous trajectory toward criminal prosecution, allegedly fueled by Markle's relentless ambitions and his own unwavering loyalty to her vision for their future. Public confidence in the Sussex brand has precipitously deteriorated as what initially appeared as a courageous departure from oppressive traditions is increasingly perceived as a calculated maneuver motivated by personal ambition and potentially orchestrated through deliberate misinformation campaigns. The judge's unsparing criticism strongly suggests Prince Harry now faces considerably more than just another high-profile media controversy, but rather imminent legal consequences with devastating implications for both his personal freedom and public reputation. The collective future of the Sussex enterprise now hangs precariously in the balance, serving as a stark cautionary tale illustrating potential consequences of unchecked ambition and questionable loyalty within royal circles. This ongoing legal battle extends far beyond routine courtroom deliberations. It represents a profound existential crisis encompassing public image, institutional trust, and fundamental challenges to the constitutional foundation of the British monarchy itself. As proceedings continue unfolding, the world watches with bated breath to witness whether centuries of royal tradition will ultimately prevail against the unprecedented turbulence created by a prince who once symbolized the monarchy's promising future.